football, for the love of the game.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ghana football again. This is a Friday night football club. I remember your host, Smith Lai. Let me know where you're joining from before we're going to start very soon. Actually, it's not because of we're already late. So, guys, as you join in, please like the video, and also if you are new here and you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get notified when we actually work live. Apologies, guys, for being late again. I can't just do that 10 o'clock again. So thank you guys for joining. Michael Adelami from joining. Thank you, man of God. Adelami, thank you, Michael. It's been a very long time, Michael. Thank you for actually joining. World Cup season, Nigeria is not there, but we still have to actually come here and do the live. If the Nigeria play now, it's going to be a lot of things, to do. So somebody's joining. He said, I hire from the UK. So how is it going in the UK? You can see the fan here is crazily hot now in the UK, and it's been terrible. I have to delay, I have to do so many things before, coming here. It's been very, very tough. So guys, like the video if you are just joining, like the video. And also, if you are new here, you've not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe, and when you do so, also try and click on that notification bell, so when we are live, you will not miss out on anything. So that is actually what the most important thing. So we see have 15 likes, but we have 15 likes, but I want the likes to go up, guys. You can actually you can do better. We have 15 likes. You can actually go up, please. So we have 48 people. I'm waiting for 50 people to join the live, and also 20 likes. Then we can kickstart. Good evening. That's a member of the channel. So next thing, thank you. Good evening to you too. Hope everything is good in your own area. Hope everything is good there. So okay, we have 23 likes now. So yeah, let's kickstart, because there's so many things to discuss today, and I don't have enough time. I'm already 30 minutes late, so I have to jump in straight away. So guys, let's kickstart. So I like to start from the home front quickly. Then we'll talk about World Cup. We'll talk about the home front. Oh, Remy Ali. Thank you, Remy Ali, for your support. I now remember you now. We met in France during the Olympic Games. I remember you now. Oh my days, this life, eh? Thank you, Remy Ali, for always supporting. I remember Remy Ali in France. We watched the Nigeria versus Brazil game together during the Olympic Games in France. So shout out to you, Remy Ali. I hope that we're also going to see you more in Super Eagles games, maybe probably the next AFCON or so. Shout out to you. Always supporting too. So so let's kick that. I'm going to start on the home front. So the national under 17 team, the female team, the Flamingos, they are already preparing for their qualifiers against Benin Republic. So it's going to be a very tough game. That is third round fixture against Benin Republic. And they still have one more round after the Benin Republic game before they qualify for the World Cup. So they've been playing, camping in the Kenya, winning 11-0, 9-0. So the game is going to be July 4. So they're in camp already, and things are looking good for them. We wish them the very best of luck. So that is that. So their captains on the screen there. That's actually what Amoni Chidi. So Tony, it's now 1 month before the women's AFCON. With due respect to, I'm not really pleased with the way they are going about this thing. I know there's World Cup going on, but the publicity around this tournament is very, very poor. 1 month to go, there's no publicity around it. And I think that this is the biggest women competition in Africa. We can do better if we say that we want to promote women's football. We can't promote women's football by keeping quiet. When it's now time for their game, You have to be proactive with it to talk about the game. That is when people will now respect it. So because preparation said that they are also planning the NFF too, that they want to see how they can rally support for the national women team. So that is done by, he said that he said Director General of the NLC, Honorable Bola Lopade, and the General Secretary of the NFF, Sanusi Mohammed Sanusi, in Abuja on Wednesday, with 7 members committee was set up, which we shared the NFF executive board member. So what they're trying to say here in summary is that they are planning on how to improve the welfare of the female national team and to see exactly how the team can actually perform well in Morocco. So they set up a committee. To my surprise, one of the committee member is actually Tobechuku Olui. It's not Toshuku Olui. I'm really, really surprised that she's part of that committee, because and I remember that she had an eye issue too with the NFF a couple of years ago. Maybe probably both of them, they have already buried their sword. So I wish, I hope that they can also support the team more, because the next WAFCON is the qualifiers for the World Cup. I don't think we prepared enough, but I think that the girls are talented and they're good enough to qualify for the World Cup. So I wish them the very best, of luck in that area too. So to the MPFL quickly, So some of you already heard about the powerful meeting held in Abuja by the NFF and also the NSC on the ways they can actually come together to improve Nigerian football. So part of the thing is that they want to improve the age grade. So they appointed. I'll talk about Eric Chelle later, and they also want Eric Chelle to also keep a close eye on national under 17 team and also the national under 20 team. So he is going to be in charge of the national under 23 team. So now they want to try and make sure that the league is more attractive. So now they said the winner of the MPFL will take home 1 billion naira. So while the runner up will take home 500 million naira. So, and the third place team, that's the team that will be going to the CAF Confederations Cup, will take home 300 million naira. So it's a lot of money that they are trying to actually share. So he said the total money is going to be 2.5 billion. In total, they're going to actually share among themselves. So apart from the prize money too, so that each club should pay players 2 million naira per month for every player in the MPFA. 2 million naira per month. That is what they propose, that they should pay each player 2 million naira per month. The league is also expanding its television reach through partnership with InView Technology and Nigeria Digital Switch over that's DSO platform. MPFL matches will now be available on a dedicated free-to-air channel. So they want to be showing MPFL game actually live on a particular channel. So it's like clubs too will be required to meet tougher licensing standards. Stadium must install standard floodlights, provide reliable backup power system, and also improve match day facilities. So they are trying to say they want to improve and also introduce VAR. Gradual introduction of VAR. See, the issue is this: it's good. All this thing is good. I hope that they can actually implement it, because they said the MPFL, the winner is going to be 1 billion. That's about 730,000 naira. Nigeria have moved ahead of Morocco. Morocco is 600,000 naira, 600,000 pounds, dollars per for winner, and also 640, 640, no, 500,000 for the Egyptians. No, so for 640 for Egypt, and also 500k for Tanzania also. So the issue is this: is not a bad thing to try and make sure that the price pool is high, but you said clubs should pay players 2 million naira. Clubs need to generate revenue. They need to get money for them to be able to pay players 2 million naira, 2 million naira as a minimum wage. So all these things I know that is good on paper, but you need to create a platform in a way that clubs can actually thrive. You have to create like a football economy. These clubs must be able to make money. Majority of them don't make money. They don't make money. I don't know. Maybe you have the NPFA guys here. Majority of them are sponsored by the government. They don't make money that much. They don't. How much are they making on gate tickets? They don't make money. So they mentioned something here, which is very interesting. So that the NSC approved the compulsory minimum salary of 2 million naira, which is interesting. But for me, the clubs need to actually need to be able to make money for them to be able to pay players. So I hope that they will implement it and things will change. But for me, good thing, good thing, good thing. But I think that they need to actually look for a way to raise funds. See, we might be able to, what's it called? Pay players, get 1 billion naira as what's it called? As winner's prize. But South Africa can afford to pay players more. South African clubs can pay players more. Moroccan clubs can pay players more, and also Egyptian clubs too. They can also pay players more. So in this regard, I just think that you have to, you have to make money for you to have to sustain it is very important. So talking about sustaining it, I heard that the winner of the Federations Cup last year have not been paid. So it's not about this 1 billion. Is that, are you going to be doing it on a regular basis? Are you going to make sure that you are paying them? It's not as if now audio. So that's it. I hope that it can actually work. But what I might say is that the issue of Nigeria is not plans. We normally plan very well. It's about how to implement those plans. That is the most important thing. How to implement it, how to be consistent with it. That is the plan. It's not as if we struggle on how to plan. It's just that we don't implement what we plan sometimes, which is actually what the truth. So, National Under 17 team preparing for their 4-nation invitational tournament in China. So they beat Dream Stars FC 4-1, 4-1, 2-1 in the first half, and they scored another 2 goals in the second half. So been preparing very well, and the head coach of the team too is also confident that the team will not disappoint Nigeria. So that is actually what's very good, very good. So they are preparing the goal project. Another national team too, the under 20 team too, they are wrapping up their the first phase of their preparation for Wafubi tournament in Ivory Coast. So they will be going on break very soon. But they beat Busdo FC 4 goals to nil. Sorry. And my issue is just that apart from, we have to look at the criteria in which we also invite players to this national under 20 team, because sometimes we do things in a way that nonchalant in a way, for me, I think that if under 20s for development, when I saw this player now, this is a player in under 20 camp. Who will tell me that this player is 18 years old? Sometimes it's difficult. I know that I'm not the father of this player, you know, Abdullah Abubakar. I'm not the father of this player, but it's just we just need to be intentional about this thing, the funniest thing is that this guy was playing for Kasida United Academy, you know, academy, academy in last year. He got promoted to Kasida United first team this year. No, last year November. Last year November. So you can't tell me that this is within the age limit. It's just that we have to just be intentional about it. Know that okay, we want to develop players for the future. We need to be serious slightly with all these things. It's good. I know that sometimes we like this anyhowness and everything, but we just need to be, sometimes, they will tell you, that this player is probably, within the age bracket. So then why? You just need to be intentional about all these things. That's my take. That's my take. So that is that on that. So let's move on to the World Cup quickly. The World Cup quickly. The World Cup is going on, and African countries are doing their bits. This is probably one of the best, World Cup in the history of Africa. Maybe probably because of the level of player, the level of the number of teams we have, and also in America. So earlier, just about a few minutes ago, Senegal beat Iraq 5-0. That is the highest scoreline by an African team in a World Cup. That's the highest scoreline by an African team in a World Cup game. 5-0. No African team no win 5-0. Actually what before the World Cup. So I don't think that it will happen again this year. I don't think so, because we will now move on to a more serious round of 32 games. So I don't expect the scoreline to be like that. So few African countries have qualified already for this under 32, but it's now so Morocco already confirmed their qualification. They're going to be playing against the Dutch, Netherlands. Ivory Coast also going to play against Norway. They already confirmed their qualification. They will be playing against Norway. Which team again qualified? Which team again qualified, guys? South Africa qualified. They say they are not go back to your country. They qualified too. They'll be playing against the host nation, Canada, in the round of 32. So, and Ghana too, they have booked their place, but they don't know, maybe they're going to finish first, second, or third. If they win and England fail to win, they will top the group. If they draw and England won their game, they will finish what? They will finish second. So they qualified already. They qualified already. So for me, they already qualified. I also think that Egypt too already actually qualified, because I think that it's now depends on where they will finish. It's not maybe they will finish. They will not qualify. They will qualify. They cannot finish last, because even if they lose to Iran in the early hours of tomorrow, and what's it called? They lose to Iran, and Belgium beat New Zealand, they will still qualify the third best place team. So for me, I think they can still qualify. So the $1 million question is that can Senegal qualify? See, Senegal, they did their job already today. They have +2 goals difference now. So they have 3 points and +2 goals difference. They need 2 results to go their way. I can tell you, to go their way. And the funniest thing is this: their 2 African brothers can do them a favor. If Egypt beats Iran, if Egypt can beat Iran, Cape Verde can beat Saudi Arabia, they will qualify. Senegal will qualify. their brothers can do them this favor. Just win for Senegal. I know that they left it late. So, you know, they need two results to go their favor. Now they are ahead of Scotland and South Korea. So they are now like they are ahead of them. So they are ahead of them. But they still need what two results to go in their favor. So if those two results go in their favor, Senegal will qualify for the round of 32. But for me, I was impressed with the earlier two games. I think they left things too late. What can I say? I wish them very best of luck. So Ghana too. Ghana is doing us proud in Africa. And which African team do you think we perform? We go further. We go furthest. I don't know. I think maybe probably. I don't know. I don't know yet. I just want us to take it one step, at a time, and that's the most important thing. One step at a time. So Tunisia, they have the unwanted record. Tunisia, they have the unwanted African record now. They played 3 games. They scored 12. They considered 12 goals, and what's it called? They considered 12 goals, and they also actually they scored 2 goals. So Tunisia, I don't know how they qualified, but they just not actually happy with the way things actually turned out for Tunisia. Very disappointed with Tunisia. So Super Eagles matter. So quickly, because of time, I have to do fast because I want to watch the Cape Verde game. I don't want. I want to watch the Cape Verde game. So let me start from the ladies. Nigeria, my very good friend Christy Uchebe will leave Benfica after 6 years. So Christy Uchebe is my favorite Super Falcons player. Oh my, Christy Uchebe, very intelligent, very intelligent girl. Very very nice too. What a player and what a person. She will be leaving Benfica after 6 years. And report says that she might be heading to Saudi Arabia, but I don't know yet. Maybe probably I will try and confirm from her, but she might probably be going to the Saudi Arabian League, So, you know what now? To go to play in a more competitive league, Saudi Arabian League. So another Nigerian player too. Also, good news for him because he's going to be playing under Marco Silva. That is Peter Edokolo. Very good player. He was part of. He was scouted in Abuja about a year plus ago, and I spoke to Christy Uchebe about him. He said he's a very good player because they are together in the same Benfica, Benfica this day. So very good player. I also watch his videos too. Very, very good player. And yeah, I wish him very best of luck. That's what we want. He only spent 1 year in the 1 year in the second team of Benfica. Now he'll be playing the first team of Benfica. I want to ask you a question, guys, in the comment section. Who was the last Nigerian player to play for Benfica? The last Nigerian player to play for Benfica, not female team, male team. Who was the last Nigerian player to play for Benfica? Let me just say this thing. This under 20 guy was also dropped. This guy was dropped by Ali Zubero in the last under 20 World Cup. Who was the last Nigerian player to play for Benfica FC? Who was the last? Nobody? Oh, Tyrone Ebuei. Thank you. That's a very good answer. And Michael Tyrone Ebuei. So, Aqua Adams, also in the news. I'm hearing that Venezia claimed that they agreed personal terms with Aqua Adams, but he came out to deny it. That Ederson Shege did not play for Benfica. He played for Sporting. He's going for Sporting Braga. Say that he didn't agree anything, and Benfica. Sorry, what's it called? Sevilla also rejected the bid. They also rejected the bid from what's it called of 10 million euros from Venezia. For me, Akko is my person. I like Akko very well. He met his brother, fantastic family, in Morocco. See, this type of move. I know, like, it's not a good move. This move was similar to Siri Desa's move to Cremonense. This move was similar to what's it called? Was similar to this boy from Pisa, Rafi Durosimi, going to relegation club. So I think Aqua Adams can do better. In fact, they should not even consider going to this type of club. I think he's super good player now. It's not as if somebody going to relegation Serie B club that just even if you stay put say for Benfica, maybe probably that one will probably actually what for me. I think it's not a good move. You know, if he's I hope that the move don't materialize. So there's also been news too. They're also contemplating maybe probably they're going to keep Iheanacho. But people have been supporting that. You know what? Why can't we keep this guy? He did so well in our title winning season last year. Why can't we keep him? That is Charlie McGrew talking about that. Celtic legends thinking that they want to keep Senior Man. Do you think that Senior Man should stay in Scotland or Senior Man should go to Saudi Arabia so for his last paycheck? You know, for me, I think another chance for him to play the Champions League, because the champions of Scotland will play directly the Champions League. So this is time for him to play in Champions League again. Maybe he could play one more season, then he can actually go and for the last paycheck in the Gulf. So that is actually what Kelechi Iheanacho story. So on local scene, my guy Aruna Adi, Raymond Stars, Nigeria beats him international. According to reports, he has agreed personal terms with Shooting Stars FC of Ibadan to replace Abayomi Ombueri's Abayomi Jr. So I'm just saying that I want to add this transfer to it because we don't talk about transfers in the MPFL. So it might be on its way to Ibadan. It's just gonna. How far is Ikenne to Ibadan? Just to drive from Ikenne to Ibadan. He's probably gonna be, be playing for 3SC in this year's CAF Confederations actually World Cup. We play for the Oluyole Warriors. So that is actually what my guy is. My guy, Aruna Adi. So and yeah. So and there is also a move from the local scene too. Samson Malvin, has joined Ranchers Bees of Kaduna. And shout out to Ranchers Bees, CEO, that is Sadiq Umar. See, this guy is doing is doing a very good job with Ranchers Bees of Kaduna. He's fat, he's leading the way. This guy is doing a very good job. I can see the signing is different. Like the pictures, I think it was Victor Modu that did the pictures for them. It was so good. Like I've never seen a Nigerian club side, with this paparazzi, the pictures and everything coming out from Ranchers Bees. Everything was top notch. Shout out to Sadiq Kumar. That is called packaging. And I'm really actually impressed with him, guys. If you don't follow Ranchers Beast on Facebook, please go and follow them on Facebook. You will go get a lot of these pictures there. Shout out to Sadiq Kumar. He's doing a very good job. He's showing the way for these club owners. What is now left is just that I'm not really happy with I'm not really happy with their trading grant. I think maybe probably that one need investment. They train like a secondary school. That one need maybe proper investment. Let them have a proper camp, proper office, so that from there, Russia's Beach used to be a very, very big club in Nigeria in the past, but I'm happy that Sadiq Umar is taking them to a different level. Shout out to Sadiq, Umar. So another transfer too that is almost. I'm hearing that it's close. It's close. It's very, very close. I even heard that the boy is already in England, to seal the deal. Is Anthony Dennis. Anthony Dennis, Nigerian central midfielder, is actually on the verge of joining Coventry City, newly promoted side. Coventry City in the English Premier League. He said the deal is worth 15 million euros. I'm hearing from his people that he's already in England to see the deal. So he will be teaming up with Nigerian international Frank Onyeka in the art of Frank Lampard's midfield. See, let me tell you something. Why I like this move, if the move eventually what materialize, is because a midfielder. I remember Alex Iwobi playing under Frank Lampard. Alex Iwobi was transformed by Frank Lampard. So if this guy too, a very young player, can play under Frank Lampard, I believe that he will learn so much. He will learn a lot of things, under Frank Lampard. And that one can help us for the future. We complain that we don't have replacement for Wilfred Ndidi. Maybe a more polished Anthony Dennis might probably be the replacement for Wilfred Ndidi. Time will tell. But I wish him the very best of luck. I hope the move actually was materialized. He said the deal is close. It's close. It's close. So another we see have players to talk about. Another player talking about this headline is Crisantos Uche. Sevilla coach wanted him back. He wants him to play the Conference League because, Getafe coach wanted to play the Conference League. But I think the Getafe hierarchy wanted to sell him because they realized that he's still one of their prized assets that they want to get money from him. And Ribatis actually leading the race to sign Crisantos Uche. He wants to go to Getafe. He wants to stay there, but I think the Getafe hierarchy wants him to they want to move him on because so that they can get money. Don't forget Getafe qualify for Europe after how many years, so they will need money to prosecute their that European they stay. So that is that from Crisantos Uche. I think we have which other player we didn't have cover Chris, cover yeah. So we still have we have this boy Onyebuchi. Onyebuchi, this boy, one of the best players in Nigeria academy football, probably one of the best players in the TTC League. A couple of years ago, he went to Verenengan in Norway. That did not materialize. But now the boy is going to be playing the second division of Norway. What a player! Fantastic player in the in the academy system in Nigeria. So good. Onyebuchi can dribble anything. I thought that he will go be the replacement for our own Chinedu Obasi because he plays in a similar way to Chinedu Obasi, but things will not really go well for him. He's going to play for Iburo in the second division in Norway. So wish him luck too. Wish him luck. So there's also a Benin Republic player of Denmark. A Benin Republic player that is Angelo Adegboye or Latunji. So it's probably Benin Republic slash Benin Republic slash Nigeria. I think it's a dual national. So they say be playing in the Swiss, second division in Denmark also. Yeah, I think it broke in second division in Denmark. All these Scandinavian countries, I just might mix them together because the same thing when the player is moving from Norway to Denmark. So also good player. I think that this move that Zadok Joanna actually move from Sweden to the EPL. They're now scouting more Nigerian players. So in the local league, in the academic system. So he's a very good player, but let's see exactly how the boy will adapt in Sweden. So another player that the move is like go claim him, John Jones. Go claim him. Say he's Nigeria. It's Maduka Koye. Maduka Koye seems to be attracting strong interest from Juventus. So I'm hearing that you didn't say They are holding on to 15 million euros, for Maduka Okoye. In fact, if Okoye could seal the deal to Juventus, that is going to be probably the biggest club a Nigerian clubs in Nigerian goalkeeper has played for in Europe. The biggest club for me. I hope that the move actually will realize too. Juventus is not probably the Juve of old, but if he could move to Juventus, I think it's going to be very, very good. And I think it's going to even be better because Juventus is a better team than Udinese, and it's going to be well protected playing for Juventus. So he's been linked. The fine boy Maduka Okoye. Let's hope that the move materialize. So a Nigerian player, not a Nigerian player, actually, a Nigerian born player is be strongly linked with All City. But I'm not going to talk about this guy because he said no to Nigeria. So what's the point about talking about him? He said no to Nigeria initially. So what's the point talking about him? He said no to Nigeria initially. So the last player I'm going to talk about here uh, Ethan in one area. There have been interest from Premier League clubs that it might probably be Arsenal might be moving on, from this guy because he had this not so impressive loan move to Marcel. He didn't really do well there, but he's going to return to Arsenal. And Chelsea also wants him, but that was before Alonso took over. Let's see, maybe probably they will still want him now. And then there's also hearing that Bournemouth also were interested in Ethan Nwaneri. So, and he's not made his debut for England yet. He was called up to the camp, to the Three Lions camp, preparing for the World Cup, but he didn't really make his debut for England. So, the boy was meant to meet Coach Eric Shell before the Unity Cup, but his agents they went to meet Eric Shell. But when things changed, when England called him, I think they paused that meeting to see exactly, you know, just go and focus on the England camp in America first before they can discuss about Nigeria. But guys, like the video, like the video, like the video. How many likes we have now? You don't. How many likes do we have now? Like the video, guys. We have 54 likes out of 150 something people watching. Please, guys, like the video. So they discussed. He was meant to meet Eric Chelle. So Eric Chelle wanted him. He wants him because I think the first round of talks was very positive. And I hope that he can still play for the national team. The issue is this: if this boy should play for Nigeria, if he wants to play for Nigeria, you can get him around this time when he's slightly unstable with his club and there's so many players ahead of him, in England. So that is when I think you can actually get him, not when uh not when he's now, not when he's now playing very well. It's going very hard for him. But I think Eric Chess did not give up on this guy. Eric Chess still wants to get this guy in his ranks. He believes that it can be the solution, to our that number 10 role, playing for Nigeria. Because if you remember too, he can play on the right wing, can also replace Martin Odegaard. They used to bring him in for Martin Odegaard. We're not liking Smith. Guys, like the video, like the video. One and some 50 something people watching, only 54 likes. Guys, like the video. You know, buy super chat, no like the video, guys. This liking video is free of charge now. Like the video, please. Like the video. So there's still a lot of things on the ground going on. I think he might be playing for Nigeria. I have to just tell you that. So talking about the player that he has been playing monkey post in Nigeria, and he thinks that he's a superstar. He's a superstar. He's a superstar that is too big to play for Nigeria. is Leslie Ugeshuku. People saw him in Oweri, playing street football, and somebody plays street football. Yeah, is still scared of playing for Nigeria and things like that. I don't know. See, the coach is not even interested in him. The coach is not a big fan, of him. If the coach wants him to play for Nigeria, it's going to be very easy for the coach to talk to him, But I think I don't want to mention the details of what happened, between the NFF, his dad, him. I don't want to, go into details, but I don't think the coach really fancy him that much. But guys, do you think Leslie Ukechukwu is going to be upgrade on our midfield? I don't think so. I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that hype of playing for Chelsea is now dropping down to Burnley. Burnley is now in the championship. Is going down. So you're saying go to details. Go to details. You don't put super chat there. You're saying go into details. Which details should I go to? You don't put super chat. You say go to details. So just please can we actually get him, even though he will get. Yeah, I think we can actually get him. I think we can actually get him out. I think I don't see the boy. The problem about the boy is just that I don't want to go into his private thing, but the boy gets a lot of problem. He's going to change his mind to play for Nigeria, but it's not when you are 27, 28 and say you want to play for Nigeria again. We don't need you. If you want to play for Nigeria, you play for Nigeria in the day of your youth. Play for Nigeria, day of your what? Youth, when you know that you have so many years to spend for Nigeria. So thank you for that, Chas. So let's move on. So I think that's on Nigerian players. So, guys, if you want me to address your question, if you want to address your question, you put super chat there, and I will be able to put it on. All these things are just asking. I will not address it. You want that? Don't Fred, you say £1.99. I mean, you want the this guy? $1.99. So just put that for my face. Say, take Smith Lai. This guy. What is what's your name? Add your name there now. Frights. Let me know your name. What's your real name? What is your real name this Friday? You're very funny, actually. So let's just move on. So let's move on to let me move on quickly because I can bring people on actually. Let me move on quickly so I can bring people on. I don't want to miss the Cape Verde game. I want to watch from the start. So Godwin Akwara said that you know what, the way African teams perform so well this World Cup, can they increase the slots for African teams going to the next World Cup? See, let me tell you something. FIFA tried a 48-team World Cup, and they realized that it worked well. They made money, but it's just that well, probably not too good location, because when you say the World Cup is to bring all the continents, all the countries together. The game between Senegal and Iraq today, I just realized that only Iraq supporters. There's no enough Senegalese supporters there. Maybe probably because of that FIFA ban, visa ban. Sorry. So for me, there's conversation about getting the World Cup to 64 teams, and who is doing that? Who is putting pressure on FIFA? Is South America, because the next World Cup is in Portugal, Spain, and Morocco. Argentina, I think, is it Argentina and Uruguay, they want to host. They want to host the opening games or so to celebrate like what's it called 100 years of the World Cup. Yeah, you know what? Why can't we host more games? Argentina wanted to host more games, but said okay, let's make it 64 teams. So on ground, they want to make Africa 15. Africa 15. For me, make an be honest with you. 64 teams is too much. As you know, as I said, 64 teams is too much. The World Cup will take like about 2 months to play. 64 teams is too much. It's too much. It's too much for the World Cup. I beg, make we manage this 48 they go. 64 teams is too much for this World Cup. For this World Cup. So make we just leave it at that way. 64 teams is too much for this World Cup. So, do you think they should increase the slots for Africa? For me, I think they should take the slots from Letembe. You are joining from South Africa. You're not joining from Netherlands. You are joining from South Africa. Don't say you are joining from Netherlands. Who is Letembe? Is it Letembe Frank? Are you joining from South Africa? So, for me, they should not increase the slots, but they should not increase it to 64 teams. But I think they can give Africa 10 slots, not that 9.5 or that 9 1/3. 10 slots we do for us. So I just said that Charles said, Smith, please, the NFF election, talk about the drama. I'm going to go to that 64th. Talk about the drama, controversies, and I'm going to go. That's my final story. That's my final story. That's my final story. Sorry, that's my final story. I'm going to talk about that. That's my final story. Let him send super chat showing you. Okay, Letembe. Letembe send super chat showing euro, not showing rands. Let's see. So let's go to Finidi George. So there's issue on there. So let me just talk to you quickly about Eric Chelle. So Eric Chelle have been appointed as the coach of the national under-23 team. If I tell you here, and I'm not, I did not know that Eric Chelle will take over the under-23 team. I did not know that he's contributing it to take over the under-23 team. I'm just lying. And my guys here, they will know exactly. In fact, shout out to my guy here. He's listening to me. He's the one that brought that idea that there should be a seamless transition, like under-23 team to the Super Eagles. And thank God the plan actually worked out for Eric Chelle. So it wasn't easy for himself to convince himself, say, you know what, let me undo this team. And kudos to him. He's also going to be paying $100,000 every month. That's actually what his salary, every month. So he's going to be getting $1.2 million every year. So as a salary, so he will not be getting he won't be getting any new payment for what's it called for 123 job. So everything is in that $100,000. So they say. He's going to employ assistant coaches. So part of that 100K, he wants to employ more assistant coaches. So part of that $100,000, he will pay the new staffs out of that money. So, but the current staff will be paid by the NFF. So, that is what's going to happen. If you want to answer questions, so you ask super chat. You just be saying please. So that I won't say I'm ignoring you. Add super chat. So that is that on Eric Chelle. There is a pool of 50 players on ground for the national under-23 team. a pool of 50 players on ground already for the national under 23 team. So 50 players that are eligible to play for the national under 23 team. And he's also doing his work. There's one thing about Eric Chelle. The moment you give him work they work for his computer, analyze, they do everything, they do his own thing. He's very hardworking. That's why I think that I see him doing well for himself in the future. Honestly, Eric Chelle, because he's just hardworking coach. That is that on Eric Chelle. So they had a meeting in Abuja, and shout out to my very good guy here and friend. I'll not mention his name. He's the one that told me about the meeting. That is going on live, and this is what is taking place in that meeting. I don't want to mention his name so that, but shout out to you. I know he's watching me now, my very good brother. So, okay, don't tell me to policeman. No, yes, you are getting. Okay. So for this, George wasn't happy with the whole appointment. He believes that the NFF did not do well, on the NSC did not do well appointing this man as the manager. That's, why will you appoint him as the manager? That is even big headache for him to coach the Super Eagles. Why adding under 23 to it? So key thing that Finn just mentioned is that it's an excessive workload. Overseeing senior national team is an exhausting task on his own itself. That why do you want to kill him by giving him under 23 job? So reduced efficiency. He mentioned that he warned that combining the positions could compromise the performance and efficiency of both teams. He also mentioned that the under-23 job should have his own head coach, arguing that youth team needs a manager focused strictly on the standalone development and qualification effort. That it should be for a local coach. That this should be the opportunity for a local coach, not for Eric Chelle. So, Philip George, see, the issue is this. The worst now we do is to disrespect Philip George. Philip George is a legend of Nigerian football. But when issues like this come, like this, I mean, policeman, I be well done. You come. Oh no, but don't go up. You don't turn me into a policeman, no. See how they collect change. Okay. The issue is this. See, I said these things about 2 days ago that we tried our local coaches before in the past. Things did not work out. See, I can show you the list that Saisu Yusuf invited for our national under-23 team 3 years ago. A care worker in the UK, Division 9, not playing football professionally. A university student in a Lebanese. They don't give local coaches opportunity. Which local coach now is qualified to coach them? Because it's sometimes we have to be practical about this thing. Which local coach is qualified now that is not a gamble to coach on that 23 team? Which local coach here that is not a gamble? They are forgetting the guy ESN from America. They don't sack the guy for Ogumodede is not Ogumodede is not qualified. He's not qualified. Ogumodede is not qualified. He's sincere. I like him. He's not qualified. I don't judge people based on local games you play, local league. No. I judge you how do you compete well with your friends outside of Nigeria. Ogunmayede played 8 CAF Champions League games and he won only 1. He lost like 4 or 5. Ogunmayede. If Ogunmayede should coach the national team now, it's a gamble. Finidi George played in the CAF Champions League. The worst record of any Nigerian club side. Go and check it. The worst record. He did not win a single game. He did not win a single game. There have never been a time, go and check it, since the Money Spinning Champions League, that a Nigerian club will go without winning a single game at home. He lost 3 home games. Finidi George, as Rivers United coach, he lost 3 home games. He will blame me. He blames everything. He blames Osimhen. He blames everybody for his own predicament, for his own failure. The boys are not good enough. Everything is complete. We don't want that. Amokachi is into farming. He's not coaching. So which coach now? Ilechukwu does not have certificate to coach the team. Does not have certificate. Which coach? The guy from TDSC too. Does he have certificate? So it's difficult to project a coach like this. Let them develop. Develop what? Develop what? Develop what? So I will put you on this thing, right? That's why you just give me, call me to a policeman. The only problem is that he has coached last 10 years, so he's out of touch already. So he said, guys, your opinion about that, we appreciate it, please. So that is that. NFF election, quickly. So there'll be news in the media that the NFF, that Ibrahim Gusso, that they have zoned the NFF, they have zoned the the NFF presidency to the south. I don't know, maybe it's like I don't know, maybe it's like what's it called? It's like Nigerian presidency now. Instead I've zoned it to the south. So, and the top contender is the man on the screen, to be. So there's no really open things about him. See, let me just put a disclaimer first. See, I posted this man's picture about a week or 2 ago on this live. I don't know Kunle Shuname. I don't know him. I saw this poster just somewhere. I don't know Kunle Shuname. Because a very good friend of mine called me that it was like, even, called me that am I supporting Kunle Shuname to be the NFF president? I was like, I'm just analyzing the likely candidates to take the mantle of the NFF president. So I don't know him. I'm just trying to see. My own thing is this. If you want to be the NFF president, come and show us what you did in the past. Come and show us what you don't do in the past. If it's the one work, I like him. Make it do him. I come and show us what you don't do in the past. You don't invest in sports. See, between Abiola and Kunle Shuname, okay, I don't it's difficult to say, because Abiola too also invested in sports. They call it the pillar of sports in Africa. But this man don't invest in sports. So he don't do something. He don't run club. He don't run academy. He don't run everything. Show, sorry, not Show Diko. What's the other guy's name? Ibrahim Gusso did not do anything. He was just chairman of chairman. He was chairman of the State FA. So for me, thank you, Sammy. That's a member of the channel. Thank you, Sammy. Mr. Smith, it's nice catching up with you. Beautiful channel. Thank you so much, Sammy. I always appreciate you, Sammy. Thank you. He's a member of the channel. So if you don't do something, I didn't. If you follow me here, I did not mention this man's name. I mentioned Emerua. I did not mention some other pretenders because we have contenders. We also have pretenders. I didn't mention that. For me now, Ida Peter side is a pretender. He's not a contender. And some other people, they are pretenders. They just want the clouds. They want to put it on their CV. Say they don't contest before. They are just pretenders. What you do, what you don't do before for this sports. This Kunle Kuname normally house our national team in the Canada. So, if he could do it privately, he can put, it's very close. It's very close to the people on top. He knows exactly what to do. So for me, if he's the one, so there's a lot of things going on in the background too. That what the NFF don't like is the publicity around the Super Eagles. That, they didn't go to the World Cup. What's responsible? The NFF. They don't want that publicity, so they dribbled us slightly with the with this case with DR Congo. They do different things, but now the World Cup is on. The pressure is on. Wiki talking about it. Everybody talking about it is now showing that what NFF failed. So they don't want that publicity. They want to do their own thing silently. They don't want pressure. But now people are talking about them. That's what we're talking about. We cannot just keep quiet talking about them. So for me, is ineffective as a Wafubi president. And also not effective too as NFF president. So in my own opinion, I don't expect him to stay. I expect him to leave. That is Ibrahim Gusso. So there's also news of corruption charges about 150 million. I saw this news on corruption charges that this is the data. I don't know. It's too tiny. Say that it's one. This is how they are sending money to themselves since 2018. Up to March. If you want to check that, it's on Bridge FM's actually page. You can just check those things the way they actually looks okay. Thank you, Jazz, for putting that one on the screen. Thank you, Jazz. So what I want to say basically is that the people who don't do something. See, this Christian Emerua, silently. You didn't. Why am I even answering you? You didn't put super chat there. Why am I even answering you? So it's good. That is my own opinion. I just want somebody that knows the right thing to do. He knows exactly how to prepare a team. If one thing I know is this, if Kunle Kuname should undo to be the NFF president, I know that our age grade system go work. I know that one go work. The age grade system will work. I know that. The age grade system will work. I know that. Will work. I know that. Ibrahim Gusso does not have any clue about how to run age grade system. He's just there running from pillar to post. I beg they should actually put fire. Put fire in the ground. As overstayed is welcome. Yeah, I agree with you too. Everyone as overstayed is welcome. I think you should also leave that place. People are talking, legend. For what is he offering? What is he offering? What is he offering? What was he doing? When they were doing the screening of the AFCON team, they don't know some of the players on the list. They don't know, as a technical director, you should be able to know exactly majority of, as they do your work. They don't know it. They don't know Durosimi. They don't know Alebios. They don't know all those players. Come on, do your work. Even if you don't know them before, you have an idea that, you know what? They might probably be called. You go and investigate quickly and do your work. They're just too lazy. Do your work. So talking about final story, it's already time's already fast spent. Final story today is uh yeah, the female team actually was no, yes. Final story is this. So this is the pitch they say Abuja will be like, oh. So they said that Abuja, there's hope now for Abuja National Stadium. So they said that the stadium will have 95%, 99, 95, 95% natural grass, 5% astroturf, and coming natural grass, 5% astroturf. I'm coming. Let me just try and read it out. 5% astroturf. It's going to have a new VIP stand, media tribune, 10 years maintenance deal, 5% hybrid coconut fiber, an advert board, plus inbuilt VAR facility to provide what, all kind of this thing. Yeah. So don't forget, what they will add is um, electronic scoreboard, which I think is there, or they don't steal them. New VIP stand, new media tribune, 10 years maintenance deal. Pitch will be 95% grass, 5% hybrid coconut fiber. Adverts board, two, plus inbuilt VR facility to, yeah, that's what they will add to the Abuja National Stadium. So, when are they going to do it? Let's see. See what this. So that is that, guy. So I'm going to give you a chance to come and join live quickly before I leave because time is already fast spent. I don't want to stay too long here today. This is World Cup season. We should allow people to enjoy. Sorry, I'm just the link is here. Yeah, the link is here. Link is there. So guys, put super chat, put super chat, put super chat, put super chat, put super chat. So guys, the link is there. If you want to join, if there's no caller, I should what end the meeting very soon. All this audio just why you say all this now audio now just now believe just believe not audio guys. So okay, I have my first caller. Who is this is Noah. This must be okay. I don't know. He left maybe probably he just mistakenly joined. So guys, if you want to join quickly so before I call it a day. This is going to be a very long night because we still have to look for a way to watch Egypt. I don't believe NFF at all. Yeah, I don't believe NFF too. I don't like to if you believe NFF. Then I don't actually watch Perio. If you believe NFF at your own peril, I don't trust NFF. Because guys, if you want to join in quickly before I wrap it up. Then if there's no caller, and actually we're going to talk about, going to actually wrap it up. There's also been news, about. So caller, okay, caller wants to join. Then if I'm going to like time people like 5 minutes, it's really like 10 minutes. When caller finish, if I didn't see anybody, I'm going to end today's thing. So um Caller. Okay. Another caller joined last time. Maybe caller wants to have a take quickly on sorry, one sec. So caller, let me bring you on quickly, caller. So caller, thank you for finding time today. Thank you, caller.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, good
I
evening.
want to ask who are the candidates apart from Kunle Shinawe, that is
Akinwumi.
Akinwumi.
Akinwumi. Yeah.
Okay, the former vice
Yeah.
chairman.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
now, so now, I don't get one thing. Are they zoning it to south or what? I don't get it
Hmm?
because I don't get it. Are they zoning it to south? Because I think this thing shouldn't be about zoning. It should be all about the the perfect person, the right person, the right candidate who
Uh-huh.
is qualified to run
Yes.
it. Let them contest, not by zoning. This is
Mm-hmm.
the problem we are having. We need the best hand on the
Yeah.
table to get the job done.
But if you look at it too, if you look at it too, if you look at it, you realize that see, I just think that they are just pushing anybody that can just do something. You know, I don't know. Maybe you know this current NFF. We don't need to talk about them again. We know exactly what they did. We know exactly what
Yes.
they did. So, like, it's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad. So anybody that can just do basic work, you know.
Apart from anybody that can do basic work, are they being to me? If only if only Wike have football knowledge, know much about football. Wike are the kind of person we need at the National Sport Commission. Because I know, no, to be sincere, he's a no-nonsense man. Wike, no, I'm just saying from point of view, he will deliver. He will do his job. He will do his
No,
work.
Wike will build infrastructure.
He will be, yes, that's what I'm talking
Wike will build
about.
infrastructure, but Wike will not. Wike could not undo Rivers United. You know, it was not under Wike that they had to match them together. I don't know, maybe it was under Wike or under Ashibishi, Dolphin and Sharks. So they're now Rivers United. So like in okay, since Wike was governor of Rivers State, they have stadium.
No,
The
I'm just
stadium, the
submit.
stadium that they have is the one that they are fighting on. Say you will go and break one day. For for political rally. So it's
Wike is a crazy man. So I
uh,
wish they can just like hand over in terms of the infrastructure, the sports infrastructure. To, okay, build it, give it to us.
there's
I
something
believe.
we can only build road and bridge. That's what he's building.
Oh, okay,
Road
okay.
and bridge. You know, don't give him maybe even event. Okay, maybe you can add the event center join.
Event center. I get the point. I'm just trying to say because I'm just trying to look from the way it deliver when it comes to time of infrastructure.
Infrastructure, yes.
That's why I
Mm-hmm.
bring in Wiki. So I
Yeah,
know he doesn't know anything about sport.
yeah.
So before people will come and crucify me that what am I saying? So yes. And
Uh-huh.
I to be sincere, I understand where Philly the judge is coming from. We
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't look at the messenger. We should look the message.
Mm-hmm.
I understand where he's coming from. That okay, the super ego job is not an easy job. So you you giving the man under 23, it will be a work of it will be a lot of work before you'll be able to put in together the super ego. Then later I want to come up, which is quite understandable. And I also understand why the National Sport Commission were trying to give him the two jobs together. That if you look, they are trying to cut costs. To be sincere, they were trying to cut costs, and
Mm,
from
it's not. It's not. The person that wanted to take the job is not ready to collect
mm,
salary.
it's not ready to collect salary.
Okay. The person that wanted to take the job has been in Abuja. I don't want to mention him. He's not ready for Salah ahead. So,
Ladaboso, we both know Jare.
so
Please,
Ladaboso.
can I come in? Can I come
yeah,
in?
Oh,
just
yeah.
can come in quickly. Just
You
hold on,
see,
hold on. Sorry. Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
you want to
what
say
is
something
going to
before I say.
happen here is that half of the Nigerian team is going to
Mm.
be in the under 23.
Hmm.
This is what he wants to do. He's trying to cut the age of this team.
Yeah.
So if he is able to pull some into the under 23, then the tactics is already given at that level. They already know what he wants to do. And by the
Mm-hmm.
time they come to the Super Eagles, they know what they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's going to be headache for him.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches in clubs, they train every week. How
Mm-hmm.
many days is he going to have with the Super Eagles
Mm-hmm.
in a year if there are no competitions?
Yes.
So the only way he can keep training different set of people to mature it into his own
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah. I
tactics
understand.
is to have a constant way of meeting with them. So the
Mm-hmm.
only way he can do that is if he's in the under 23, then there are more competitions to play in. And then he
Mm-hmm.
can have different players also to experiment
Mm-hmm.
with and also
Mm-hmm.
even develop himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because national team coaches actually they are the highest pinnacle of coaches
Mm-hmm.
because they are like the professors that do not like if you work in the hospital now when I was in Nigeria the professors and the consultants, they are not usually around. It's the senior registrars and the junior registrars that work.
Yeah.
It is when you have that big problem that then the professor comes and solves the problem on the
Oh, okay.
table, whatever
Yeah.
it is. So if you're a national team coach, you should have worked so many times that when you come in, you're able to just fix things immediately.
Yeah.
So it's a training ground for him also. I don't think Shell is on that level of
Uh-huh.
the Ancelottis, of
Uh-huh.
the Deschamps of this world.
Yeah.
Well, so he needs constant training. But if you are just sitting as national team coach and then you come only in September to November, and then you don't have anything to do until
I
next
agree.
year June.
I
Yeah,
agree
so
with
I
you.
don't think so. I
Uh-huh.
don't think it's too much for him. I think it's just the laziness of Nigerians or
Uh-huh.
the laziness of Finidi George that is speaking through him. Yeah, that should have been what he should be doing also. And
Yeah.
that was what what's his name? Did in 90, 95, 96.
596. Buffy Joe.
Bumpy Joe. That was what he
Yes.
was doing. So you can
Yeah.
continue. Sorry to bomb
I
it. Yeah.
know it's a good observation. I agree with you with what the way you present everything.
And Kola,
So
just one sec, because of you are not so confused. They believe that the team that will go to the LA Olympics
Philippines, yeah.
in 2028 should form the bulk of the team that will go to 2030 World Cup.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do you
Because
see the idea? You know that
the age and everything.
age and everything,
Yeah.
similar to what Morocco is doing. Morocco went to
Mhm.
this World Cup with a young team. It's not as if they want to win this World Cup. Oh. They are
They are
planning
building.
for the one that they will host. Are you
Mhm.
getting me? They are planning for the
Yeah.
one that they will host. This World Cup is not their problem. Can you see? They're 18 years of age, 21. No, they want experience. The next World Cup is their target.
Okay. At least
You
I'm
do you
actually
see the planning that thing now? So
yeah.
if he goes to America with a young team, if you look at our 96 team, majority of them went to the 98 World Cup. But the
Sure.
problem they had was that they went to go and bring some 94 that was really old. You know, there was friction in that camp. It was sabotaged slightly.
Yes, now like they were even having issues before the Denmark game. That was where they
Yes.
lost the game. They already the dressing rooms already lost before the
Uh,
Denmark game.
yeah.
So and actually, I'm even happy they gave him the under 23
Mm,
this thing because the players will be played or will be choose based on merit, not
yeah.
paddy, not
Yeah.
through the back door.
Yeah.
So, which is I'm very comfortable with. So, my own worry now is they should look for a good coach, someone they are going to give the under 20 to,
No,
so that
it's already with one man, Abdullahi Makaiba, I don't know if you know
ah
him. He's already the
I,
one handling the under 20 and they're in camp in Abuja. But the Vodo is ready now. You know what? Share idea with Eric Shell so that you guys can actually exchange ideas together. So yeah, I think it's just that I just see that the sport ministry is thinking about trying to put things in place for the future,
because
because guys, if we don't go to the next World Cup, football is gone, Nigeria.
yeah, because they failed already, so they are trying to rewrite. Do you know that? Other people go to this World Cup, we might perform very well. We might
Hundred
get
percent,
we might get to the quarterfinal.
hundred
So
percent. See,
they are very disappointed. They are very disappointed in themselves. And you know the kind of money FIFA would have given them.
uh,
All those things is gone. The
Kola,
benefit that comes along with it.
yeah,
Eh?
Kola, before I let you go, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to answer me very well. When Iraq got red card against Senegal today in the first half, if he's Super Eagle, do you
Mm-hmm.
know? Eh, until I get Iraq, see, let me see the issue. Super Eagle will tear Iraq in that
We'll
first half.
suck their bone.
Well, yes,
We'll suck their bone.
Super Eagle will tear Iraq in that first half. That first half. I'm
Are
not saying
you
to brag it too.
see, I understand the emotion and I understand the loyalty.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Let me tell you
I am
something.
one. I'm
Are you?
one.
Are you? I don't.
Let me tell you why.
See,
Let me tell
it's
you
with
why.
like
Let me tell you why.
you never, you
Most of
never can,
most
you
of the
never can
African
tell. I'm
most
just being
of the
sincere.
African
Oh.
teams, see,
Mm,
most of your African teams, go and
mm.
check what all of them will say. They will say, "Oh, if you had Lukman and Osimhen in your
Yes,
front."
that's what they are saying.
That's what every one of them is saying. Every one of them is lacking that
None
Lukman
of them
Osimhen
have
combination.
striker. Go and
None
check it
of
from the
them.
beginning to the end.
None of them. And then you can see it from because Senegal is shocking.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be winning Nations Cup just 6 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's difficult for you to perform again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's very shocking, and that's why we need to look inward and be happy with this thing they are doing for
Mm-hmm.
Eric. What do you think has happened? Age is catching up. Age is
Yes.
catching up with Koulibaly. Age is
Mm-hmm.
catching up with Sadio Mane. Age is catching up with
This Papa,
Papagwe.
Papa Gwe,
Age,
yeah.
age is catching up, and you can't defeat nature. You see,
Mm-hmm.
so if Nigeria was in that position, if Nigeria played uh, England, I was telling people at work, I said, if Nigeria played England and we
I know she's
decide to
another
play
Uh,
like
England
Ghana,
now.
and we
Uh-huh.
decide to play like Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
and we played the same way Ghana played, we will beat them 2-0. I am very sure of
no,
that.
we will
Mm-hmm.
not play.
Because
We will not play
all
like
those,
Ghana.
Yeah, we're
We will
not
not
I
playing
play
know
like
like
we will
Ghana.
not
That is
play
one thing
like
I know.
Ghana. We will not. But what I'm trying to say is, if we played like Ghana against them,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have better defense, if
Yeah.
we use the same 4-4-2, play four defenders, play the flat four they played, and we use our Lookman and what's this Osime and Ako in front. All those counter attack that Fatao could not score, we will score them.
I
So
don't think they will come out if Victor Osimhen is there.
and yeah, and that is the thing you should look at when Nigeria is playing. I don't know if I've explained it on this show before.
Mm-hmm.
Any team Osimhen is playing,
Uh-huh.
the opponents don't come out.
Come out because
So
he
the
he normally
defense,
do space like.
yeah, so the defense stay. And
Mm-hmm.
because the defense is staying, not to
Yeah.
allow Osimhen space, the midfield cannot also come out because it creates a hole between the midfield and the defense. So the
Uh-huh.
midfield also move backwards. And because
Uh-huh.
there is a shift backwards in the midfield, you will see the attack line will also move a little bit back because they
Uh-huh.
can't allow space between different section of the team. And the Osimhen effect helps his own team
Yes. Mm-hmm.
generally just
Okay.
because the defense does not want to come forward. You see, so there is a balance. If Nigeria played Portugal with Osimhen Lukman combination, and we have Olaino in that team, Osimhen Lukman Olaino, and maybe Benjamin Frederick, we'll beat them now. Me, I was
Mm.
sure we are going to
Uh,
beat them.
Okay.
mm,
Kola, I have to let you go, Kola, now.
please,
Okay,
before I go,
final, yeah.
any update on Stanley Wabali?
There's reports that he might be on his way to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi.
I think Division 2. I'm hearing Division 2, not the Saudi Pro League. So let's see exactly how things actually would work out well for him. He's been keeping fit in he's been trying to keep fit. Let's see. See, we need Stanley Wabali in the national team. We need him in the national. We need our
Seriously,
best
we need
player.
him. No
I'm
matter how, we need him.
we need him in national team. We need our best players in national team. I just
Yes, we
hope
need him.
that he made a wrong choice. Let's be honest ourselves. No matter how it is, you don't just go that way. So say we go to this World Cup, we won't go. Not that.
Yes.
So we qualify, we won't go. So I hope that he can get a club. If
Okay.
he cannot get a club, he can play for Rivers United.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
but keep fit. Then he
Yeah,
can play
yeah,
for
yeah.
Rivers
Okay.
United than not to play for any club. He
Anything.
can play for
Yeah.
Rivers United. They are playing the CAF Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. He can play for them. The big Brazilians go, they go home. He
Yeah.
can also, yes,
Mhm.
that's it. All right, thank you, Kola. Thank
Okay.
you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I know that you've already said some things about this. Let me
Yeah.
hear my thought. Yeah.
So I will just be very fast with
Please.
some of the topics and maybe some things you said in past. So
Yes.
for in Wambali, I think Nigeria should just stop the Stockholm syndrome. When we see somebody that is good, we just get attached to the person. We don't move forward. I think it's very bad. We had the same problem. So, but people will say, "Oh, do you know Peter Rufai is the best goalkeeper Nigeria had?" It's a lie. Every work that Peter Rufai did was undone in 1998. Go and
Yes.
watch the free kick that they scored against Peter Rufai. Go and watch
Ebisan.
Nigeria versus Denmark, where they were shooting and Peter was pushing it back to the opponent to score. Go and watch
Yes.
Nigeria versus Spain when Peter Rufai was beaten by the young what was his name? That this their star boy
Raul.
in Spain there. Raul, the young
Raul.
Raul. Look at the way he
Raul.
was
Yeah.
scoring him from different angles. It was as if Peter was not in existence in that goalpost. He was just jumping
Yeah.
around. He didn't catch just one single ball. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so I don't think Peter Rufai is our best goalkeeper. And if he was
Mm-hmm.
good, I was not, I was very young in 1994. I saw
Mm-hmm.
my father watch football more, but I don't know what exactly football was, if you know what I mean. It was
Mm-hmm.
Dosu that was my first goalkeeper that I knew, and Dosu was the set of 96. So
Mm-hmm.
anything Peter did before I knew him, when I
Mm-hmm.
saw him
But
properly,
I
I saw
think
him
his
as
best year was 1988, not
yeah,
1994.
so whatsoever he had done at that time, I did not know.
Uh-huh.
1988, maybe before I was born in 98, 88. So maybe it was even before I was born in that same year. So
Yes.
anything he did up to that 94 was
Uh-huh.
undone in 98. If you watch 98, Peter Rufai was one of the worst goalkeeper in that World Cup. So,
Yes.
and if you are not careful, Stanley Wabali will go that route. Number one, it's not 30 years. If I stay with
Uh-huh.
Stanley Wabali cannot tell him that I'm older than he is. And I know my age. And he will
You're not
go.
his father now. Age is not what you can
Age
say
is
these days.
what? Age is
Age is
what?
not what you
Age
can
is
say.
what? Age is what? No, tell me.
Age
You don't.
is
So if you enter Ekiti, you don't know your mate when you see them.
I
No, tell me now. Let's talk now. If you enter Ekiti today, when you
I
see
know
people, you don't know your age mate. When you see them, you don't know people that you are older than when you see them. Are we going to be deceiving ourselves?
I know
We can't deceive ourselves. So we know ourselves. I'm close
uh,
to 40 years already, and I can't
mhm,
tell. And then Stanley, I can't tell you that I'm older than Stanley by 8 years. Do you know what
hmm,
it means? That Stanley is younger than me by 8 years. It's not possible. It is
hmm,
not just possible. So, so that aside, Stanley Wabali should not be what we should be talking about again. We should be talking about how Noah Atoboli will come in. We should be hoping that Juventus take Maduka,
what to
and
agree.
maybe Udinese can come for Otto
What to go instead, yes.
Kunku. So these are the things that we should be hoping for. If we have agents that knows about this thing, let them see how they can sell Otto to. Because I
Hmm.
don't think Otto will be too bad to go into Udinese to
Yeah.
keep.
He did so well in
Uh,
Austria.
yeah, yes. So these are the things we should be talking about if we want to have a good team. The next
Hmm.
thing I want to talk about, and
Hmm.
and I'm not in support of this guy, Victor Osimhen.
Hmm.
People should let that boy be. Mercy Akide was in a program and he was talking, and that was during the Nations Cup, and he was talking about Victor Osimhen.
Hmm.
Mercy Akide was saying that Nigerians are the one killing his own fire.
Hmm.
Because if you leave Victor Osimhen in his element, it can be dangerous. But when you start putting noise, he is fighting. He's not happy. He's the he's not. He has bad character. You keep pulling him down. Victor is our own real coaster. Let it be. People should just understand the dynamics of football. Victor is our own Balotelli. Let him
It's
be.
not okay.
Victor is our own Balotelli.
Hmm.
Victor is our own real coaster. Victor is that guy that makes the kinetic, that create that chaos, that create that wala, and people start fighting. One thing you don't know about football is this: when there is peace in that back line, there is communication. But when there is Iggy Yaga, there is fight. Defenders make mistake. People don't know this about football. And Jose Mourinho is a very good tactician with that. He knows how to use those kind of players. If you give Victor Mourinho, he will tell him to go and fight. All these ones that you guys are saying, Victor will be fighting every day on the pitch and he will not get one yellow card because there is a way also to do that thing and not get card. These are
Mm-hmm.
tactics of football. So there are different dynamics you play football. There are some strikers you just put there to go and cause chaos, to draw attention to himself, and then free other players, and then they go and score. Then if about our friendly games that he didn't come for,
Mm-hmm.
people should let that guy be. If he comes to play for you, he plays 150%. He breaks his bone. He does this, he does that. People should understand that this guy is looking for a way out to get out of Galatasaray.
Mm-hmm.
He gets injured now, and the deal does not materialize. They will still say Osimhen did not play in the biggest league in the world. If it doesn't come and then a deal materialize, it's the same fan that will say Osimhen went to the biggest league in the world. Let him be. I think the negativity of Nigerians around him is even destroying his career. Every set of news you read, they don't want to buy him because he has a bad character. And we Nigerians, we are putting it on our own media, and we would expect people in England not to do the same thing, to put it in their own media. We expect people in Spain not to write the same thing. We should stop. Even if we know that he is bad, let's assume that he is bad. Let's assume that he's bad. Yorùbá will say, ọmọ ẹni ò kì í ṣèdí bẹ̀bẹ̀ rẹ̀. Ká wá lọ fi kí ló ń pe kí gbàdí ká lọ fi sílẹ̀kẹ̀. And you go and put it in another child's waist. You will still put it in your own child's waist. Let us be the positive promoter. Let the 250 million Nigerians, let them be the ones that will write positive things about Victor Osimhen online. When I'm in a taxi, sometimes I talk about football with the taxi drivers, and sometimes I mention Osimhen, and they say, "Oh, he's very volatile. He likes to fight." That's what you hear because that is what we are also saying. So I think we should know how to brand our things. And for World Cup 2030, Osimhen will be there if we qualify by God's grace. Because I look at the age of the strikers we have. Harry Kane is 33, Osimhen will be 31. Ademola will be 32. So if Harry Kane can play at 33, Lewandowski, if they can be playing up to 34, I believe Osimhen will be able to play next.
But I have sorry, Michael, let me just say something. If Ronaldo wants to play at 45, what is stopping Victor Osimhen from playing? Because Ronaldo is going on this special diet now because Portugal is hosting the next World Cup.
Yes.
And it's going to be history because it's the 100th anniversary, it's going to be history. Ronaldo wants to be there. So out of this World Cup, he's starting a new diet that can take him to that World Cup.
And Osimhen is a guy that likes challenge. He will know about what you're saying now. And then he will go and work on his own part also and find a way to be there. So I think 2030 should be a good World Cup for us if we go. My only fear is that NFF does not come and still spoil because they may still stop this contract from going ahead. So Nigerians should just hope, we should continue to hope that things will do well. And I hope that we should do well in the next one. So let us continue to pray for Victor. No player, I've not seen any player in Nigerian history. Me, I have not seen. I watched Yekini in 98. I watched him as an old man. So, and I did not see him in 96. The only people I saw in 96 were the Ikpeba. I think Ikpeba was there. Ikpeba, Babayaro, So I started watching football in '96. Well,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
so we
Oh,
should just we
yeah.
should just hope that they do well, and
Yeah.
then we should give a positive vibe around our
Right.
people,
All
and
right. Yeah.
let's stop hearing all these legend. We keep calling them legend said, legend. Finidi said, Adepoju said, this one said, and it's all about Osimhen. It's all
Yeah.
about Osimhen. All of them will
Yeah.
come. You want to tell me that somebody was saying it in your program the last time that Ulisse was not as bad? I just laugh. Ulisse that bought his teammate, not opponent, to in a match. As Osimhen had bought a teammate yet. Yes, not.
Boy,
Ulisse fought him two.
he
He
said he
fought
will
in
boost
two
somebody on
places.
live now on Instagram live. He said we'll boost somebody.
He said,
He
who
will
said
boost
that?
some. See me on Instagram live.
He
Say he
said
will.
it on live, but as if he had bought anybody on
You
the
know, he
pitch.
did not. He did
That's what
not
I'm
boost
saying.
anybody.
He had bought in Borussia Dortmund. He had
Yeah.
bought in Juventus, and
Yes.
he was fighting with coach, saying everybody is calling is race is they are, everyone is racist
Mm-hmm.
around him. Was he the only black player in his generation at that time? That is only him that everybody is now focusing on. That is that they
Otado
are being
was
racist.
playing for Dortmund then. On this Otado was playing for Dortmund then.
So why were they not racializing him also? So if Ulisse is talking, I just laugh because Ulisse
Then
is worse than Osimhen. Oh.
yeah.
Is Osimhen fighting the NFF chairman? Did you watch in 2000 when we
1902.
took when, no, in 2000 when we were second
Yeah.
and they were calling Ulisse to the podium? Do you see the way he hit the sport minister? Go and check it again. The sport minister was calling him because he was crying. He used his
Yeah.
elbow to
Yeah.
hit him away. Did you have you seen that
Yeah.
clip? Yeah. Have you seen Osimhen done that before? And then the same man would now come and teach Osimhen how to behave. I'm not supporting Osimhen, but we
Yeah.
should put things in perspective. That's what I
Thank you,
just think.
thank you, Michael. Nice to
Mm.
actually have you back. It's been a very long time. I know that you have been busy, work and
Yeah.
everything, but it's always refreshing to hear from you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. That is Michael. I always like yeah. Let me just think. We have our youngest caller today. Our youngest caller today. Coming on. So I'm going to be bringing no, sorry, Tayo and then also then I just want to see you just come last. So I can just show what go quickly too. But let me just take super chat. Say, are we going to get world class training center? I don't know yet, but it can happen under Kunle Shoname. So thank you for the super chat. Who else again? I also have another super chat. I don't know that Michael Olise did well in the Olympics. Yes, Olise played at the Olympics. Now he's playing at the World Cup. So that's a natural progression. Adam last said that please, how many teams qualify for Olympics in Africa? It's 3 teams that will qualify. But I'm hearing that FIFA want to increase the slot. Maybe 4 will qualify. Maybe 4 will qualify. So we'll see exactly. Maybe 4 will qualify. So that is that. Keep the chat coming. So Rike said that Aqua Adams will take Osimhen's place soon. Let's take it easy on Victor, Osimhen. So you know what I'm just doing. But IoT is driving. I will take Tayo and IoT quickly. Then also and Idot will come. After IoT only have like 3 minutes or so to spend. So thank you, sports enthusiasts. Thank you for joining, Tayo and IoT. So you're both. Are you tired too, IoT?
No,
Oh
I'm
no,
not tired.
So let me hear from you,
Yeah.
IoT, quickly. Yeah.
Good evening, my people. Good evening. Hope
Good evening.
everybody's
Good evening.
well.
Yeah.
So I was just saying that I will watch and listen in the background, but some people are saying some things that are making me want to speak. Starting with you guys that are saying if Nigeria was the one that Iraq,
No, you don't like
no,
the.
if Nigeria played against Iraq got red card would have smashed them in the first half. Look, we need to stop this if and but maybe these are our dreams that we always dream when it comes to the Super Eagles. I love the Super Eagles. I want Nigeria to excel. But at the end of the day, you have to go on the pitch and prove it and show yourself. And we don't show ourselves. So we need to stop saying, oh, if we're the ones, we will do this. If we're the ones, we will do that. Senegal are the ones that are there today, and Senegal rightfully thrashed Iraq in that game. If Nigeria had qualified for the World Cup, maybe we would have gotten a chance. But do we qualify? No, we allowed South Africa to go. We allowed DR Congo to go. So let's stop talking about what we would do if we were in that position. We had a chance to be in that position and we did not take the chance. That's honestly, I think we need to stop this. It's the same way if Nigeria play against all these teams, we will win. We played against Poland, we did not win. We played against Portugal, we did not win. So let's stop all this. Our if we when we have our chance to do it, we need to do it. And we've seen that a lot of the time in the past, when we've had our chances, we did not do
We
it.
didn't do it.
So
Yeah.
let's stop dreaming too much. And the second thing is that I think it was Michael that was just speaking, and I was hearing a lot of what he was saying, but I have to disagree. Look, Osimhen is our star player. Osimhen is our best player. Do the best players get coddled somewhat? Yes, you have to coddle your best player, make them feel special, make them feel good. I agree 100%. But when it comes to certain things like criticism for different actions or inactions, I think that is normal. Like the best players in the world, it's always polarizing. There are people that love them too much that it becomes so fanatical, and there are some people that just decide that because of how much everybody loves them, then they are going to hate them so much, and it becomes borderline crazy and obsessive. And then I mean, there are always people in the middle ground as well. I like to appreciate both. Look at any superstars in the world, Messi, Ronaldo. There are people that love them. There are people that absolutely hate them. There are people like us that can enjoy the both of them. You know, there you look at Kylian Mbappe, for example. I'm one of the people that I don't understand the criticism that Mbappe gets. Like personally, when I see people insulting Mbappe online, I'm like, huh? Like this guy is one of the best players in the world. He scores so many goals, he does 50 plus goals a season, he scores like nothing for his country. But people say he does not press enough. I mean, I'm thinking like, so it's pressing that you are using to, So I think we need to understand that it is normal. People are going to criticize. And then when you give people more reason to talk, those that don't like you already, you're only giving them more to amplify and more to talk about. So if you happen to be one of those people that likes him, you can now come and say, oh, you don't, the bad people saying what people not saying. It's because he's unfortunately or fortunately, he's giving people things that they can use to talk about. It's the way Ronaldo now, his performances in the first game gave people that don't like him the chance to speak up and the chance to criticize. And now he has scored against Uzbekistan. And the noise will quiet down a little bit. If maybe Portugal go and lose in the round of 32, the noise will come up again and say, look at your Ronaldo. He cannot, So I just think it's part of being a star player. He even when I was talking, he wrongly, in my opinion, but he compared Victor Osimhen, quote unquote, to Mario Balotelli. And look at Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli, that the Italians were so racist towards him, he will go and score goal for them in Euros, international competitions, and they will still insult him, they will still bash him. So I just look at it. There is honestly, look at Ronaldo as well. When he doesn't do well, the Portuguese are also very, very critical of him. And this is almighty Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best players that we've ever seen. Now, I know that in Nigerian context, Victor Osimhen is our Cristiano Ronaldo. He's one of the best players that we've ever seen. We have to herald him and, hold him like on that high pedestal. But I think that the amount of criticism that Osimhen gets is for me on par with what typically comes with being a star player. If you want to be a star player, you have to be ready to accept the fanatical love, the kind of love that people like Humble Henry show. But you also have to be able to accept that there's going to be a lot of criticism with every little action or inaction you do. When you don't come for a game, people are going to talk about it more because you're Osimhen. When you don't score in a match, people will talk about it more because you're Victor Osimhen. It's the same way when you happen to score, people will also talk about it more. When you happen to do something good, people will also amplify it more. So we cannot accept the praise, but then say we are not going to accept the criticism that comes. It's part of being a star player.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think that people focus more on the negatives about Victor Osimhen? Because it's like a lot of people talk more about the negatives. About Victor.
Smilai,
I
see
understand that.
Smilai, in this life, there's one thing that we know is that the negative always travels more than the positive.
Yeah.
If I come online and I insult somebody today, people will talk about it more than if I've praised the person 10
Yeah.
times. because
Yeah,
that's that's just the way humans are, and negativity just gets amplified more. Like again, this whole thing now. Somebody here can be screen recording now and go and send to Osimhen and say, "Oh, see what the Secret Striker guy is saying about you." But all the days that we praised him for scoring goals and for being the best player, the person will never have thought, "Let me screen record and show him that they are praising him." Oh. There are also people that just like to, fuel the fire and just like to create controversy and like to do all these things. So it's just natural. Believe me, every single day, people are online praising Victor Osimhen. You just don't see it, or maybe you see it and you just move on to the next thing. But then if you're somebody that likes him, the moment you see somebody that is criticizing him, now you feel like, oh, I must respond to this. But when you see the praise, you don't necessarily feel like you have to respond. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's by the
yeah,
time people see the negative, then they feel like, oh, I must respond. Now the response starts a back and forth, it starts a chain reaction, it blows up more. Everybody is seeing it, and it now feels as if, or if you don't look at it critically, you can now imagine that it just automatically means that more people are criticizing than are praising. But that's not always the case. It's just because positivity, people just overlook and move on. But when there's negativity, people stop, they respond, they go back and forth, they fight about it, and it gives it this false look of, oh, this is what is majorly out there. Because I genuinely think that Victor Osimhen has probably 10 times more lovers than haters. It's just that
yeah.
the haters, people give the haters so much attention.
Mm. Well, I'm not in the position to respond to some of these things. Somebody that I'm meant to respond to, but Umber is a big fan of Victor Osimhen. But IoT, I understand. I understand your point about Victor Osimhen. I also think that we should look for a way to balance it. If Victor Osimhen is not doing what is right, we should be able to talk about Victor Osimhen. It's not as if Victor Osimhen is that I don't know how they say this adage in my language that they see the foul, all this push foul is not one is not taller than the other one, except the one that I don't know how they actually would put that one. That everybody should be equal, in my own opinion. That if somebody is doing the right thing, talk about it, and also what is doing the wrong thing. But IoT in 30 seconds before I let you go,
Okay.
you're driving now. If you are speaking for Victor Osimhen,
Mm.
if you are doing PR for Victor Osimhen, and you can see all this negative, positive now, how will you manage it yourself?
It's just about, so I think for me, the one thing with Victor Osimhen,
For example, now,
which
if Victor Osimhen to come and do Instagram live, how will you manage it?
if so again, for me, I think when it comes to Osimhen's footballing ability,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows how good Victor Osimhen is. So he doesn't need to do any PR to show anybody how good a player is. What I think Osimhen maybe could need to change public perception on is his personality, is the kind of guy that he is. Osimhen has garnered so much of a negative connotation in some circles that even when he might be genuinely doing good things, people think that it's performative, or people think that, oh, like the things that he does on Twitter, and people just think like, oh, it's just Osimhen being performative, or they don't take it seriously. So I think it's just about finding ways to just show that he's a normal person like all of us.
Okay.
What
Okay.
does
Okay.
what do
Sorry,
you enjoy? What do you do? Yeah,
I
okay,
don't
go
think you
on.
answer my question. If you are, they know you, for example, now, sorry, let me put it like, is it Bushi Blala? I don't know. Or maybe people say Bushi Blala.
Yeah.
So if you are in this situation, maybe it's working for Victor Osimhen, and after that life, how will you personally handle it? Will you just keep
You say
quiet?
after that live, as per after
That,
the one
that,
that's
that Instagram live that he did, will you,
no.
no one know that you speak for Victor Osimhen, how will you personally handle it? Will you keep quiet, or will you come out and criticize? What will you do?
If so, here's the thing: if you are saying that I'm handling Victor's PR, it means that ultimately I'm already on his side. If Osimhen does something bad, if I'm Osimhen's paid staff, I cannot come and criticize my employer now.
So
So,
okay.
so in that
What will you
situation,
do?
like
Okay.
you would have to
Just keep
just
quiet.
be neutral now. You just have to be neutral. You keep quiet. You try to deflect it. You know, if there's any maybe soft landing that you can give him and just say, oh yes, what he said was he shouldn't have reacted like that, but you understand his frustrations, you understand what he's going through. You know, you just kind of try to find a soft landing without
Okay.
throwing your guy under the bus, but
Okay.
also, you know, it's kind of like, see me, like if your child, for example, should commit armed robbery, you know, God forbid, but say your child commits armed robbery, you have to criticize that action, but does it mean that you are going to just throw your child completely under the bus and disown the child and say that it's not, you know, no. So you'll be like, yes, what my child did is wrong. You know, but maybe you will say, oh, it's one of his friends that influenced him, or he has just been hanging out with the wrong crowd. He has been in a bad mental position and life has been tough. You know, Nigeria has not been favorable to him. You shall find a way that you will just, you
Make,
know,
yeah,
condemn the action, but still just
yeah,
make it seem like I beg, no kill my guy, you
yeah.
know, just give him grace. So that's what I think that
Okay.
Osimhen's people ultimately would do. But me, I just
Okay.
think that Osimhen, like, he's everybody knows how good he is. People that love Osimhen love him so much, and people that don't like him, unfortunately, because of how big of a star he is, they blow it to crazy, crazy
Mhm.
heights. But people should not think that Osimhen has more haters than lovers. He has far, far more lovers.
Whatever.
It's
Yeah.
just that
Right.
every day you see the positivity, you just scroll past.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I see. You know. Thank you. Thank you for your input.
Thank you,
Any other thing
guys.
you want to say? Okay.
No, 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 no.
Thank
That's
you.
it. That's it. I
All
would
right.
have liked to talk more about Eric Shell and this thing, but
Okay.
I don't really have the time now.
Right.
So I don't
All
know.
right.
Maybe on Monday we'll
All
discuss.
right. All right.
All
Thank
right
you.
now.
Thank you guys for your
Super.
time.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So sorry for keeping you waiting. You know, Tayo, your opinion could be.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear
Okay.
you.
So
So when you are ready,
thanks
you put
for
your hand up. Tell us when you are ready. Sorry, Tayo. Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
okay. So there's a lot that has been talked about this night,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just quickly touch on a lot of them, making my comments. I'll start with the NPFL and the proposed amount the winners are supposed to take and all that. We have to be very careful. I'm very happy that the money, the prize money and all that is proposed to be increased. 1 billion. It's a good thing, if they can raise it. But let us also not go into the trap where we've seen paltry 10 million, is it or so, that used to be the amount that was won by the person that won the league, the club that won the league. And you will hear 2 seasons have passed, they have not even paid the club that money. So now you are now talking about 1 billion. Let us be realistic also. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to increase the money, but let us be realistic. Is that a money that can be generated up to the point of paying them? If so, I will be the happiest person. But otherwise, let us come out clean and say, this is what can be paid now, but we have a future plan of increasing it on annually, like a project. But not say you are going to pay the winner 1 billion, and they now pay and they play and they expect to get 1 billion. At the end of the day, you can't pay the winner that 1 billion. It puts the league in disrepute.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to say about that. I wish them all the best of luck. I wish them the grace to be able to raise the money, because about how to raise the money, to be honest, that will determine what they can pay. So that's that about the league. I'll quickly talk about WAFCON. Yes, the girls have not been treated well. We know that. Those girls are self-motivated, and I believe that by the special grace of God and their own work, not with any confidence in the coach. Yes, I believe that those girls will qualify for the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Because they themselves, they need to be in the World Cup. The captain will not forgive herself if she doesn't make it to the World Cup. I follow her on some of social media, and if you see the training that girl does, she trains like a male athlete, which I'm very, very happy with her. You can even see it in her body. She keeps herself so well. So I'm hoping and I'm believing that they will make it by the help of God also. That's two. Eric Chelle's situation, I'm very happy that he's been signed. I don't know who gave the leadership. I don't know if it's the NSC, the Sports
NSC.
Commission,
Yeah,
that is bringing this idea. They are very, very, very intelligent idea. The best thing you can do is to put Eric Chelle in charge of under 23. To be honest, almost all top teams in the world, their under 23 is just like second team of your main team. You are practically a Super Eagles player, but because you are of that age grade, you can still play at that level. In fact, if I may quickly add to what was, I don't know, the second person that spoke today, the second person that spoke today was talking about the Atlanta 96 Olympics. So what happened is that a lot of those boys were already Super Eagles players.
Yes.
And they were under 23. So what happened is that there was opportunity to add, is it 2 overage players?
3 overage players.
3 overage players. Yes, that's why I think the defense line, the Okechukwu also came in. Then I think somebody in the midfield. That's how
Amokachi was there.
Yes, that's how Amokachi came in. Amokachi was under 23. I think it was Okocha.
No, Okocha was under 23. Okocha played Mauritius under 20 in 1993.
I think it was Amuneke.
Amuneke was there.
Amuneke was under 23 too. But I know that
Amuneke played in Cairo 91, remember?
Amuneke played under 23 in 1991.
Yeah,
it was Okocha, the bull, Amuneke.
Yes, because I know that they took one in the defense, one in the midfield, and one in the attack. That's what happened. So there were 3 of them. You are right, Adeotu. That's what I think happened. I stand to be corrected too. But what I'm just trying to say is that if you have a strong and youthful, if you have a youthful Super Eagles team, you will definitely, if there is proper synergy, you will not have a problem with your under 23, and you will make it to the Olympics. Go and check what happened or what's happening with the likes of Senegal in their youth team. Go and check what is happening with Morocco. And all those boys, they're already in the national team. Technically, you understand? They're already in the senior team. Technically, they're just bidding their time. And I see a situation where the likes of Mane will have to go. Mane is not as sharp as before. We watch him today. To be honest with you, they need to give opportunity to those younger players in the Senegal national team. And that's one of the reasons why they were very slow and not effective in the first half, despite playing one man up. That's why. And when they injected those younger players, you saw what happened. In fact, you know that 5th goal was supposed to be like a pass to Mane, but the guy fired the shot. That's in the eye. And that's how they got the 5th goal. And that 5th goal now is placing them +2. Their chances of making it is stronger. So, younger players is what we need. When you have young Super Eagles team, you can have a strong under 23. I'm just hoping that they will give Eric Chelle the right opportunity and access. Let him have free role. Let him express himself. We are going to see the miracle that man is going to perform in the Nigerian team.
Let me just make one correction. So I think you are right, Mr. Tayo, that Amokachi was overage.
172.
Yes, Amokachi was overage. You are right, Mr. Tayo.
Yes.
It was overage, and Uche Okechukwu alongside Amuneke.
Amuneke,
overage players, yeah.
Okay. So those are the overage players that were added then, and that team was really, when a team is ready and they have been playing together and they understand each other. So the likes of Zadok Yohana, definitely, those are the kind of levels we should be expecting in that kind of team. we have a couple of them that have already been capped for the Super Eagles team that are still under 23 for now. They can be useful. After all, it's the same coach. And just like what the previous speaker said, is that if you're already inculcating that style of play in them in the under 23, it's easier to replicate it at the senior level.
Yes.
So it's a wonderful idea. Whoever gave them that idea has done Nigeria one good thing.
So that person is listening to you now, and shout out to him. He's listening to you. Continue.
Yes, that person means well, because that is the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. The fact that he's supposed to have an input or insight into under 17 and 20 is the right thing to do. Because for every country that has a developmental plan, you know that under 17 should progress to under 19, under 20, then under 23 to make, like that. So if the senior team coach is not allowed to even have an input at all, it does not help for synergy. And the truth is that what I'm coming to Smith, I would like to, so that my thought does not disrupt it, is that I don't want, what makes the people at the level of under 17, those junior teams, not to agree with the other person is corruption. It's corruption. If your house is clean, you have clean mind. Okay, just imagine that I'm a coach now, and I've said everybody should come for open screening. I want to select my team. And I can invite Eric Chelle. He's a coach, I'm a coach. All of us are seeing. When I make the list, the preliminary list, and I show him, if I have a free mind and I have selected unbiased, more than 70% of the list I will make and the list that he will make, they will be concurrent. They will be almost the same, because stars and talents don't hide. You will see it. Yeah. So, but when you are trying to do mago, you will be hiding something now. You don't want the next person to see. Do you understand? So, I'm happy that they have given him some rights to look into the under 17 and the other on the under 20. I was in Akwa Ibom when the under 20 coach coached Akwa United.
Oh, okay.
He's not a bad coach. I can't vouch for his character in terms of, but in terms of ability to play good football, get results, I think he's not a bad coach. He was in Akwa United then.
Yeah, I know.
I was in Nigeria. So I was in Uyo when Akwa United won the league.
Okay.
Yes, when they won the league. Yes. So, and he was the coach before that one. So he was part of the building.
I think he won the FA Cup.
No, he won FA Cup.
Yeah.
But I think it's Boboye.
Boboye that won the league.
That won the league. So, but it was Boboye that won the league with him, with Akwa United. But the coach, what's that his name again? What is his name? Makaiba. Makaiba was there before Boboye, and we as people that followed Akwa United, we saw that progress from Makaiba. Akwa United used to be a team that was always trying to avoid relegation. You understand? That was where they were. So, and they moved from there. Then Boboye took over and they won the league. And we saw that they were able to keep a fair amount of their team members, they reinforced the team, and that's how they won the league. So what am I trying to say? The coach, Makaiba, is not a bad person in terms of ability to some extent, because if you want to look at world class, he's not up to there. But at least I think if he is able to collaborate and mean well, you should be able to achieve a lot. That's that. I've talked about, the next thing I want to talk about is still the issue of Osimhen. Osimhen is our star. Osimhen would always make headline. See, there's a saying, nobody will talk about you if you are not somebody. Yes. Nobody will talk about you if you are not somebody. It is because Osimhen is somebody. He's a global star. In fact, he's our star. That's why he will always be talked about. It comes with it. Okay? So Osimhen is appreciated by a lot of Nigerians. There's no doubt about what he brings to the table anytime he's there. If Osimhen played 90 minutes against Congo, we will be in this World Cup today. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
If not for that injury, if Osimhen had played 90 minutes, I even watched one clip the other day now, where Osimhen was supposed to score one goal, that he did now put his leg and now scatter the thing. You know? Yes. And you understand? So, if Osimhen is a special breed, and we see his commitment, but look at this, and let us be frank with ourselves. Data don't lie. If data has showed that over how many years now, non-competitive matches, you don't show up. Nobody is talking about this. Everybody knows that Osimhen, we wish that Osimhen will leave Gala. And Osimhen will find himself, he may be in the Premiership or, a club that is really befitting of his stature. And I agree why he should not be around for that. Because just like Zadok Yohana, we knew that because of this his Brighton move, he had to lean back, which is understandable. But we are talking about a record now. We cannot be talking about how many years we have played. Is it like every time we want to play non-competitive matches, is either injured or is not available? It should not be like that.
Yeah.
Because, like I said in the last time I joined your show, all these things send wrong signal to the upcoming ones.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's the only thing. But in terms of Osimhen, his personality, but they leave him like that, that is his ginger that gingers the team. Yes, just like Ayoti was saying, that ginger, it is. There was an interview I watched, and they asked Eric Chelle about Nwabali. Remember, there was a time that Nwabali was also seen to be a bit too aggressive, and they asked him. He said he likes it like that. Because you know that the style of some keepers too is to intimidate the defender, the attacker that is coming to. He said, "You know, go score me." Can't you see that he was telling Salah in that penalty shootout against Egypt that you are not going to score here. I go catch him. He told this other person too. So what am I trying to say? It is personality.
Yeah.
And that personality is what some coaches even like. They want it to be like that because they can use that personality to help the team to succeed. So I don't have a problem with that. There are coaches that are in Europe that like that personality.
Okay.
So I don't think that is demarketing him. No.
Okay.
And we cannot tell Osimhen to change his personality.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Your point actually was well taken, and I actually agree with majority of it, and especially on that 23 that you actually were talking about. And I don't know. I think you should know about this one too, Mr. Tayo, that when Siasia handled the national 23 team, there was a certain Johnny Gallo that was in that team. It did not make that 23 team. You know that they dropped it on under 20 to go and there was Efe Ambrose too. You know that? Efe Ambrose went to under 20 and he went to Canada and he did well. So sometimes that's why I'm thinking that even if Eric Chelle starts with home base player for 23 before he invites for foreign base player, there's some players in that 23 that might be too inexperienced for the football at that level. That can recommend for that 20 to go and meet Makaiba for the 20. So I like the way the NFF asked them to work together, and it's for the growth of Nigerian football. See, thank you, Natalia, for your time. Any final thoughts from you before you leave?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you generally, and as regards the African teams in the World Cup,
yeah,
I think Africa has represented the people there have represented Africa well enough. If you look at the number of African teams that will make it to the next round, I think it's a fair amount. If not for anything, I think we should be having not less than 7. Yeah. Am I wrong? Yeah. And 7 over 10 is a good per mark. If you look at it, it's not a pass, it's a distinction. It's an A. It's an A. So if you have 7 over 10, because if you go to check the other confederations, if you go to check their own percentage attrition level, it's likely going to be more than ours. Yeah. So I think to a large extent, we've made. In fact, there are some countries some teams that have surprised me. The likes of Cape Verde, Cape Verde has really surprised me. Congo there, because the way Congo has played in this competition too is very, very impressive.
I just hope that
and our brothers South Africa and our South African brothers, they have qualified. I think they were just lucky. That penalty they got against Czech that made them equalize. That is the joker for them. That's the joker.
We're happy for African team that they actually was.
Because that is those things also affect how the number of countries they can allocate to you if they need to review.
Yes. Which I agree with you. But with that, please, because of time, I want people to watch that game. I have to rush. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, because of
thank you very much. Let me say this. Even though I did not support South Africa, I think luck has pushed them to where they are now. And we all know what the reason why I didn't support them. Not for footballing reason, for brotherhood reason, for betraying the brotherhood. That's why I'm not supporting them. I still wish them to be beaten mercilessly in the round of 32. If they should be beaten 5-0, I'll be happy. But I'm still not going to forgive them. Kudos to all African countries.
Before you move on, that celebration in Durban, what does it remind you of? 96. 96.
When they want to after like 6, don't mind them.
Continue.
See, I think what is happening to Senegal, a lot of now that they are bringing in young players to plug in. Now, I think this guy was there for too long. Their skipper, Koulibaly, and he almost caused them. Almost caused them. So, similarly, so you and I know that Tunisia will play good football, but Tunisia, they relied on all of their former players. Now, they didn't prepare for the future. No. All thanks to God for giving us a Chelle that's not preparing for the future. That now, at least, we are now having players that we can now, plug in. Where's my facing out? Whether you like it or not, not all players can enjoy the liberty of Ronaldo and Messi, and some players are still playing in their 40s. Some players, especially African players, based on how they struggle to survive, may not be able to replicate the same form at 34, 33. Now, that's why Chelle, and that's why I am very, very happy that it's been given the under-23 coach. Now, he knows players that, okay, if Lukman is facing out, this one can come in, this one can come in. I love that. I pray God will even give him the ability to have access to Aso Rock so that it doesn't go through all these, as I mean again. Kudos to African countries. Africa concert, they really impressed me. Apart from
I
apart
think
from Tunisia,
my only
sorry,
surprise is South Africa.
apart from Tunisia, because all African countries they've been doing very well, and I know they've been doing well. And I pray,
But
I hope they'll do that.
are
And
there what
Kevad actually won my heart. Okay, that's that on that. I'm not going
were
to
you
talk
surprised
much
with Tunisia?
because I said it because they've not been preparing for the future. Thank God for Elisha. If we are giving to our local based coaches, they will not change anything. Musa will still be in the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask a quick question before I go to the also because time of time. I don't know.
Yes.
I want to put you on the spot here because when I talk with you like this, everybody you are also is the historian. I don't know. Say they don't prepare for the future. Did they have the past?
I would say they do, but they don't want to do that.
I'm coming. Remember about their golden generation was this attempt Trabesi, right? Boazizi.
Yeah.
Boazizi.
You know that team went to AFCON in Nigeria. They were smacked by Nigeria. Until they added Brazilians there. They didn't win anything.
Yeah.
They added Santos and
Santos.
So they don't have past.
The thing is, from the onset, it has always been difficult for Tunisia to play Nigeria. Tunisia used to take right on other sub-Saharan African countries, but it's also been difficult for them against Nigeria.
But they never won the AFCON until that AFCON.
Yes, just like Algeria. Let me just do that.
I also sorry, Algeria.
Yeah, beat us. I know. I know Algeria beat us. See,
no, even from 1980.
I know we are Algeria like this. I know
they were playing in France.
They were playing. I know we are Algeria like this. Now, someone just said a while ago. I was listening to one Tunisian. He said we need to go the way of Moroccans. You need some credits of the world. Bring all your people. Bring all your people back. Do what Morocco is doing. That's attracting that 12-year-old boy in Newcastle that played his vision for Morocco. The boy are raised in England, that played his vision for Morocco. That's all on that. I'm not going to talk much on Osimhen, but I want to say this. I want to say this. Please, anytime anybody says anything about Osimhen, maybe we shouldn't bring it and let's just let it be. I don't look at, I don't look to like the snippet. I like to listen to the whole interview. What actually happened, what led to the question that I like to do. I don't like that. Osimhen is Osimhen. And I'll be telling you guys, when you grew up, it's like you're in UK, you know those boys in your hood, all those Jamo boys. If you like, put them in a mansion, they can never change. That is still with them. Our brothers here. Our brother in the diaspora here, in the hood, put them in the mansion. The hood is still in them.
Exactly.
Let us allow this guy. That's how he grew up. He's trying, he's trying now. Now, I think he's trying. This is not the Osimhen we used to know. That when you say one, he will come and say 10. I think he's trying now. See, this, I can't hear you. It's like,
to respond to people again.
I know what I'm saying. See, what about me is this. Probably because I knew where he grew up. I knew the life they lived there. So let us please attribute this to this guy and let him know that this is the only way he can fight. He can fight it. A typical African American will be aggressive because that's the only way they feel that they can fight. So let's do that aside. Then another thing I'm going to say is this.
Finally, because I want to go.
Okay, let me say finally because I want to watch match. Finally. We are not going to get to anywhere until we have facilities.
Yeah.
We're not going to get to anywhere until we have facilities.
It's urgent.
I'm clear on the people in charge of our sports now. I'm sorry to say this. I'm not subscribing to Abuja National Stadium. I'm subscribing to Agbole. Rebuild National Stadium. Bring Eagles back to stadium. Let people go to field to the
Surulere,
pitch free of
Lagos.
and be free that nobody's going to kidnap them. Please, that nobody's going to kidnap them. Fix that national stadium. That has been our own ground. That will be our slaughter ground. Fix it. Shame on all the people in charge of it. Shame on them. Fix it. Without like without facilities, you're not going to get to anywhere. Remember that you know. Remember that you know. These boys you are bringing, they play on good pitches. So remember that
Yeah,
you know they need
yeah,
to fix our facilities. No
yeah,
facilities, I'm telling you, we ain't going nowhere. Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ayotum. Before you go, let me just tell you, Tunisia can never be like Morocco. I'm coming. I don't want to talk about
That
that one
is
later.
true.
The way Morocco are more, I won't say they travel more.
Yes.
Like Nigeria, Tunisia,
Do
you will
not.
only see them in fact, how many people even go to Morocco, Tunisia for holiday? They are not welcoming people.
Adedaton, how
They are
many
not
Tunisians
welcoming.
have you seen in America?
How many?
Honestly, you know, the Muslim land.
They don't travel. It's
Before
as if
now,
you say
they
you
are
want
the
to
Muslim
you
land.
want to go abroad and go and check Egyptians. Where
No,
will you find them?
Tunisians they are in France. They are the most liberal before. In Tunisia, after you finish praying mosque, they lock the mosque. They don't allow people to stay in the mosque. They used to be the most liberal. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to travel. They travel to France
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah, yeah. So thank you, Aidotun, for your time because I know apologies for but I always say I'd like to hear
So,
from you.
I'm
You know.
sorry, 5 seconds. Michael Adelani, please, please, it's a choice of choice. As of today, I have not seen a Nigerian striker like the Gangly Yekini. You said you didn't watch him, which was what 96. I watched Yekini in
Exactly.
88, and I have never seen a striker like Yekini.
Yeah,
Osman is
There
following
has
his
not
footsteps,
been any.
but I
yeah.
always give it to God's Father himself. Thank you. God bless his soul. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So so quickly, I'm gonna tell you,
Yes,
I've
my
been
brother.
multitasking since.
I
Yeah.
agree with Ade when it comes to the Osimhen thing. I just said the only advice I would give to him if he's ever listening to this show is
Mm-hmm.
to surround himself with the right people. That is very crucial. And if Odion Igalo is listening to this podcast, I believe he is the one that can get through Osimhen.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he did for him that day he was doing that Instagram thing. He was the one that helped to shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
If he was able to listen to Odion Igalo, I think Odion Igalo has to play a very crucial, you know, factor in very much getting Osimhen to, be mindful
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
mindful of his actions because actions tends to have consequences. He needs to be very aware of that. Do I think all those are affecting his career? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these things being thrown out are all in the social media.
Mm-hmm.
He's brand negatively, rebranding himself to be
Mm-hmm.
seen more of a negative character than what he is able to do in the field of play.
Yeah.
It is the onus is to him to very much allow the right people around him. If
Mm-hmm.
he's going to surround himself with the crew, he's not going to get anywhere, unfortunately. It is going to be more of just a noise, and he's
Yeah.
not going to achieve much.
Mm-hmm.
That aside, I've had so much talks about if Nigeria was in this World Cup. Have we
Mm-hmm.
ever asked ourselves the question, if Nigeria was in this World Cup, would Ahmed Musa not be part of the team?
That is another thing.
I'm very glad I said this to you so many times, and everything I've said to you, has any of them come back to before with regards to this qualification? Even when they claimed that they filed a petition, I told you that there
Mm-hmm.
was no petition filed, that I believe that the NFF will sabotage Nigerian chances of going to the World Cup. What
Yeah.
did it come out to be? The
Yeah.
Sherry Deco telling you guys they filed anything, and you
Nice.
came at last and finding out he didn't. They never filed anything. Okay, if Nigeria would have qualified for this World Cup, this would have been. I would not be surprised Eric Chelle will not be able to handle the team even after one or two matches. He will quit
Mm.
because a lot of players will be forced onto him.
Mm-hmm.
This team that we are seeing
But
right now, that
to
is,
be realistic, so do you think that
Mhm.
they can ever force Musa on? Musa is not playing again. Like Musa is like
they will force him. The reason why Musa was when pretty much silent was that the strive for qualification has taken a different direction.
mm,
But if the dust has settled and Nigeria qualified for World Cup, okay, why didn't he retire?
hmm, hmm,
Why
hmm,
didn't he retire?
hmm, 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 hmm.
Why? Okay, the easiest answer to all this is why did he play in the? Why was he part of the Community Shield? The
In
last,
the Unity
the,
Cup, yeah.
the Unity Cup, I believe.
Hmm,
His plan was to be in this World Cup
hmm,
at all costs.
hmm.
So Nigeria not
You know,
qualifying
so,
for this
you're
World
right, though.
Cup. This has really given, or it's a blessing in disguise for
Uh,
every Nigeria that is listening to this.
uh-huh.
Nigeria not qualifying for this World Cup is a blessing in disguise
Hmm,
because everything that has turned out for the positive.
hmm,
These players that has been discovered by Eric Chell is because Nigeria did not qualify for World Cup.
hmm, hmm,
So we should be looking at the future and
hmm,
not imagining if we were in this World Cup. If we, I was very scared that if we were in this World Cup, we would have even ended up going home with the worst losing record
hmm,
that will be permanent in the history of our football. The worst loss is still with Zaire after almost 450 something years. Zaire lost by 9 goals to 1 to Yugoslavia. Are you
oh.
telling me that you won that record?
Mhm,
No, none of this country wants that record to break that record in this modern day football.
mhm,
Anything that breaks that record for them to even recover from that, any competition they go to, the commentators will mention about the 10 goals to 1 loss or 10-0 loss.
They will first play on Eric Shell and his hands go with tight, in my own opinion too. I think so. Because that Musa thing, I think you are right. Because he did not retire until Nigeria World Cup qualification was over.
Was over.
And I think Ekong too retired. When Ekong retired, I think he was forced to now retire. In fact,
Yes.
his own retirement was silent. He was just on social media when obviously that I can't take people on again because it's already final. This sorry, he came late. So I also agree with you that they might probably force, because this boy went to AFCON. What's the boy? Is it Mohammed something? The boy that the midfielder. To do what?
Exactly.
To do what?
Exactly. Somebody that has not surfaced on since after like the game against Atletico Madrid. Then all of
Hmm.
a sudden surfaced
Hmm.
in an AFCON, and Eric Shell kind of made it known to us that he did not pick this guy.
Hmm. Yeah.
Did he play a single game there? Or
No.
even
No.
it was him. He wasn't his
He said he was
player.
not even dressed.
He was not even dressed.
Hmm.
He was not his player.
Hmm. Hmm.
The
I
type of
think.
selections we would have seen in this World Cup would have been abysmal.
Hmm.
And it is best that we didn't go. I'm not swearing over it even for a second
Hmm.
because we would not have seen
Hmm.
what
Yeah.
Eric Chell gave
Yeah.
to us in AFCON
AFCON.
and what
Yeah.
he is currently giving to us.
Uh-huh.
And when you look at
Uh,
other African countries that has been in this World Cup, One thing is very, with the exception of Tunisia, the other ones, and South Africa was the one that I thought that I would say surprised me because I expected them to be going home after the second game.
And also, I was on Humberry's live and I said this thing. I don't like to use emotions to analyze football again. I said when you say that okay, South Korea against Africa, I knew that South Africa will beat South Korea, but because
South Africa can beat South Korea, yes.
Yeah, I knew that because the tactics of South Korea, the pattern of play,
their style of play.
I can tell you that if South Africa play well, they will beat Canada. In that round of 32,
I'm in the prediction that South Africa can beat Canada by a 1-goal margin, either 2-1 or 1-0.
1-0. So see. So thank you for your time. Match already started. But then also you didn't tell us about the qualification.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. I will text you for background. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. So guys, thank you guys. Another wonderful show despite the World Cup. So I think King Paul, my Oga, is because you didn't send the request earlier when I was bringing people on. They also have been on this platform for a very long time before I actually bring him on. So please, if you send a request early, that'll be very good. Guys, thank you guys. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. And God bless Africa. I will see you again when they are done with the group stage. I'll come and tell you my observation about the group stage and everything. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. And God bless our beautiful continent of Africa. Thank you.
Dance football for the love of the game.